means every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child is a Wildcat and loves Kansas State. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hokies will boot it away to start the game. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the offense. They go to the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
And I think if you're on defense here, you've got to be alert, right? Are they going for it here on 4th down? Does your defense have to be on the field ready for that? Might they line up in a punt formation and try to fake it potentially? You could see that. You know, there are a lot of coaches early in games that are willing to take big risks. So bells and whistles have got to be going off if you're on defense right now.
He's got him, and they convert. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Sends it downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
And the Wildcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He's going to bring it out from deep. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense lining up for a first down play. The run to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Nothing but green ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Hokies. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. He turns that loose down the right side. And it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. First and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Kansas State. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Just about set to kick it away. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football. You know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. It's Mason. At the 45 on his way. All kinds of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. DB's right up on the receivers. He wants to throw here on second down. Steps away to find some room. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kansas State 14, Virginia Tech 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
This offense has a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Hokies have it in scoring position on first and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl VIII. They're up by 7 over East Carolina. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get landed up.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Throws for the tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses good. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got a man, it's Mason. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Touchdown, Hokies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 82.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Number 13, set to kick it off.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes if you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. He's up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be knocked down.
And the Virginia Tech offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Makes the catch. It's Adams. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. They'll run play action. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
You just want to find a way to affect the QB, and the defense does a great job getting to the quarterback, hitting him as he throws the football. Not only does it make that throw bad, in the future now, the quarterback's taking a few hits. It makes him a little bit more unsure of himself.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Wildcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The Hokies in the hurry up. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his man. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this defense.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. A run for the quarterback. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing into second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They take the lead with the 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. To the end zone, and is picked off.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Virginia Tech, 33. Kansas State.
All scoring the touchdown. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
Fair catch called for and made. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
2nd down coming up. On the run, it's Mason. Open space at the 25. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies.
Touchdown, Virginia
That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Kansas State pushing the pace. They'll run the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do.
Virginia Tech, 40. Kansas State, 28.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. He wants to go deep. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Wildcats! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Going for the return. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on 2nd down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Mason. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Turns it on in midfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he got loose, it was all over. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl 8. They're up by a field goal over East Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. Find some fresh air. Got a lot of running room. The 30. He's at the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
The clear defensive strategy here is not to do whatever it was they did on the first play. They'll try to come up with a stop after giving up a huge gain. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. The corners are walked up tight. Pushes ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Quarterback checking off. He'll start this drive firing. Feeling some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football.
He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, look out, there he goes. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is?
And he makes the catch inside the 15. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Fires to the right. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. At the 20, he's got space. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 40. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
When we get to the